Right, okay, so we're still on potato cam. I know I'm trying to fix it, but oh well. I got a haircut today, as you probably could see, shaved and quiffed and stuff. But what I wanted to talk about, instead of just saying updates and shit, I wanted to talk about what I've been up to. Recently I passed my driver's theory. So I've put in for my driver's practical test, so I should be able to drive a car reasonably soon. I've sorted out the money for it. I've earned enough over the past 7 months at working at my local supermarket to pay off the insurance by myself. I've got my car, like I think I've said before. I've got a 1.4 litre VW Lupo in a wonderful British racing green. I plan to do just some simple mods to it, really, because I'm big into cars. I like things like that. I like follow all the car trending stuff on YouTube and stuff. So what I plan to do really is just replace and upgrade the suspension initially, replace and upgrade the wheels, and just tint the windows, like just the standard stuff that doesn't increase the performance, so I won't get caught. Things like that just increases the aesthetic of the car, in my eyes at least. So just some alloys, lower it and tint it, really, instead of making it look like this mum's personal drive about car. It actually looks like a car that I would maybe like to drive. A little bit of stance in there, I don't know. What I would love to do to my car is take the 1.4, maybe upgrade it to a V6, because it's a 4-cylinder. Maybe upgrade it to a V6, like a 2 litre, 2.2, something like that, V6, and turbo it. I've seen this done before in a Lupo, and they've only just been able to fit it into the engine bay and do that. But I've seen it before, and I'd love to do that to my car. Again, I would love a completely different car as my first car, but you got to work with what you got, and it's a cheap alternative to some sort of sports car that I'm not going to be able to afford, and then is going to be 4 times the price that it's worth in insurance on me. It's ridiculous. I got insured in the beginning of the year, right, for £1,000 for 12 months insurance on my car, my Lupo. And then I went back a couple of months later with this same company, not going to name names because they're complete and utter dicks. Went back a couple of months later and they bumped it up, not to like 1,500, not to like 2 grand, but they bumped it up by 6 grand. So they wanted me to pay 6 grand for insurance on this tiny little car that cost 800 quid. That doesn't make sense to me. So I completely ditched that company, and they were just completely unreasonable, and they would still insure my friends for the £1,000, but every single time I typed in my information, they'd insure me for £6,000. So screw them. I went for this company called Ingenie, which is really good. They have to put in a black box in it, which is kind of like a tracking box, which monitors my speed, acceleration, G's around a corner, that stuff, and also can be used as a tracking device for extra security in the car. So they bump down the insurance, and it's about 1,400 quid. So in about 7 months, I've earned about that much. I'm getting a little help from my dad towards the tail end of it, but it should be alright. I'm coming towards the end of my first year at sixth form. I've got 2 weeks until my first A-level maths exam. It's just the core one. Then it's core 2, and then it's decision 1. Some pretty tricky subjects. C1's the easiest, C2 in my opinion is the hardest, and D1's okay. After those ones, I've got my physics tests. I've got 2 in physics and 3 in maths. And I don't have any exams in engineering at all because it's a BTEC, which means it's strictly coursework, and I just have to go through like that. So as my friends get study leave, they don't have to come into school anymore, so they can do revision and things for their exams. I still have to come in once a week to do engineering. It's not that much of a pain because it's only once a week, but it's still more of a pain than what my friends will have to do. But overall, I'm in a happy place. I'm doing well. I got a haircut. I'm having fun. I've been recently getting into new music and things like that, and potentially going out with a couple of my mates. I found a nice driving road that I'm definitely going to go down after I pass my test. It's like 6 miles of untouched country road, pretty much a racetrack. It's amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much how I am at the moment and how things have been going for me.